Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Talking 76, where me and Dink Meeker meet and talk about 76. This is going to
That's
be
right.
just a quick, well, probably not. It's probably not going to be quick, to be honest, but it's going to be sort of just an update for you guys on the status of Season 2 of the Fallout 76 roleplay, and at the and after we're done talking about Fallout 76, I will be also giving you an update on the Fallout 4 roleplay as well. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, hello, Dink.
Hello, Dova. How are you?
Good. So, everybody has been asking me, when is the Fallout 76 roleplay coming back? I get asked almost every single day by people. So I figured it was time to answer these questions. The short answer is we don't know yet. I know it's probably not what you
Right.
want to
I
hear,
was
but
just think, right. I can see the clickbait comments now.
so here's what's been going on. Of course, we had to wait until Wastelanders came out, and it was delayed, and so that took longer. I absolutely thought that we would be in full swing with the roleplay by now. Back when we ended season 1, because we ended season 1 before the delay happened.
Right.
And then it was delayed, and then it was delayed a little bit more, wasn't it? I don't remember, but anyways. So once it finally came out, we had a ton of testing that we had to do in order to get ready for the roleplay, because we didn't want to go into the roleplay blindly, not knowing what's going to happen.
Right.
We're playing the new quests and stuff for the Wastelanders, and we hadn't played them yet, and so we didn't want to just launch in and not even know where the story's going, or if how our characters are going to respond to it, because we're writing a story, not just playing a game. This isn't just a walkthrough, right? We're actually writing a story with character arcs, and we want it to make sense. And so, in order to do that, we have to know what's coming.
Right.
And so, we had to play through the main quest line, and all the way to the end. All of us did. I don't know if you've even finished it yet.
No, I haven't. But I know that we're far enough with the roadmap. I know we're far enough out that I can finish it up before we get there.
Yeah, and I've completely finished it, and so has Darth. So, and I'm actually starting it on another character to go down the raider path, because I went down the settler path, and I'm going to go down the raider path, so I can see both sides of the story, just so we know what our options are for storytelling.
Right.
And I've been recording these play sessions so that I have video reference of each of the quests so that we can refer to them later. Oops. That was my Xbox trying to go to sleep on me. Okay.
Right.
And so anyways, so we've been doing that, and that takes a while, right? Now, we finished doing that a while back. Now I'm writing episodes, so I've got the first 7, I think, written out, and
Right.
We've had to do a lot of testing. How are we going to record this and have it run smoothly with all of the new dynamic of NPCs and dialogue camera and other people listening in on our conversations. This is all new for Fallout 76, and we didn't know exactly how we would be handling it. Right. So we've been getting together. We can only get together about once a week, because that's just what our schedules allow us to do. and only for 2 or 3 hours once a week. So that's not a lot of time to do testing and go through stories and stuff like that. So it's taking a long time just because of our, the fact that we can't meet very often.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually on me. I'm the odd guy out. You and Darth have a lot more time together on the platform than I do. And so we've talked about, writing John out of the story.
No,
we've talked about making.
You've talked.
Well, I know. We've talked about making him an infrequent guest, but so far we haven't wanted to do that.
I haven't wanted to. He keeps pushing for it, and I'm like, no, you can't write John out. No. Unless it comes to the point where Dink just absolutely cannot do it because of personal reasons, I want John there. We'll figure out how to have John in there. But anyways,
we actually have some really neat stuff we're working on. I don't want to do any spoilers.
No.
But we've been working on all kinds of stuff. And we learned a lot in the first season. And we're doing, so for example, I don't think this will be a spoiler. We're building sets now. And we have mule characters that have the set so that we don't have to worry about building and rebuilding these things and making it consistent across episodes. We just have a mule now that logs in, and that's that set. We do that scene, and we move on. And so we didn't have that in the first season. The first set we built was the Talking 76 set. But now we've got sets for all of the scenes where we know that we're going to have recurring dialogue, recurring scenes happening.
Well, like, for instance, Mac's camp, right? Or Lucy's house. So so in order before, like in season 1, for the reason why we made Mac live so far away from Karen and John is because then we wouldn't accidentally stumble across his house location when he's not online with us. Because if he's not online with us, his house will be gone, obviously. And if we're just walking by and have no intention of including Mac in that particular episode, he would have to log on just so his house could be there, even if he's not going to interact with us. And that's not very convenient for him to do that. And also, at the end of season 1, Mac wanted to move closer to Karen and John. And so in season 2, he will have moved closer to Karen and John, and his house is going to be just a little ways down the street from them. But there's going to be times when we'll probably walk by his house, and if he's not online, his house will be gone. And so, yeah, Dink created a mule character on a different account, and he can just log in on a separate Xbox, because he has 2 Xboxes. He can log in on a separate Xbox, and he made a reproduction of Mac's house on that character. So he just has to log that character on, and then we can walk by Mac's house and be like, oh, Mac must not be home, and just keep going. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So that's been kind of a thing. We've had to, exactly reproduce these other camps, and we have to coordinate with the owner of the camp to get on and help figure out exactly how to build it and make sure it looks just right and everything. That takes a while.
Right.
It's just gonna that's gonna just free up our schedules a little bit more, so that we don't have to because coordinating with this many people over this many time zones, because we're all in different time zones. Some of us are even on the other side of the world.
Right.
So right. It's hard to coordinate. The more people we have in it, the harder it is to coordinate and the less chances we have of finding a day and a time that actually works for everybody. So the more we can limit that, the better. And if they're not actually supposed to be in the scene, but only their house needs to be in the scene, there's no reason for them to log on if we can just have their house there. A copy.
Right.
So.
Right, because there's nothing more boring than being online in the game but not being able to play.
Just sitting there. Yeah.
Right, just standing around, making sure, watching your character starve to death.
Like right now. Probably by the time we're done recording this scene, our characters are going to be almost dead.
Yep. Yeah, we could never do this in Ark because in Ark we would fall over at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily you can't actually die from starvation in this game.
Right.
Anyways, where was I going? I lost my train of thought.
I'm not sure, but I don't know that there's all that much more that we can say about it without starting to give some spoilers. I'm pretty excited about the storytelling options that we have with these instanced interiors, finally having humans in the world. Season 2 actually, I think, is going to feel like Fallout 4 in some regards.
Yeah.
Because it's not just us providing all the story content, right? Now we have the NPCs. And,
right.
That might be a good way to segue into talking about your Fallout 4 season, because I know you wanted to mention that today too.
Well, I do, except, there's a few things I wanted to still talk about 76, but,
Okay, yeah.
So, just a little bit more detail on the things that we've had to test, because I just want to give you guys an idea of how involved this has been, and this is why it's taking so long. We do work on it almost every week. Some weeks we record Arc, just because we need to do that too, but most weeks we work on 76, and we just we've been testing like how to handle dialogue with the NPCs. How is that going to work with the team? And because sometimes the team can hear the dialogue without entering the conversation, sometimes they have to enter the conversation. Sometimes, it's just, we've been going through the quests that we know that we're going to do in the game, in the Let's Play, and then we're being like, okay, so how about, this is what's going to happen when, how is John going to react when so-and-so says this? How is Jack going to react? That kind of thing. And we have to be careful, like, we can't have John asking the NPC questions if Karen is the one in the dialogue, right? Because then the NPC won't respond. We have to kind of be mindful of this kind of thing.
Right.
And so we've just been working out these types of details. How are we going to handle certain situations? Are we going to use speech checks? And if so, what types and in what situations? If we use the speech check, are we going to end up skipping this part? Because if you use certain speech checks, you can actually get out of doing certain quests, and we have to decide if we actually want to do those quests or not. So if we want to do those quests, then we have to make sure we don't choose those speech checks. So that kind of thing, we have to make sure we have all our bases covered there. Also, another thing that we've been working on, and we just kind of recently finally finished doing, is leveling up our characters some more, because time will have passed between seasons. We're going to have I don't know what it was, about 9 months or so.
It was 9 months.
Yeah.
So we keep a calendar. We keep a calendar that shows what happened on what days in game, and one of the last episodes we did was the Christmas episode. Well, that was that actually fit the internal calendar of the game and how many days out of the vault we were, and so on. So with 9 months passing, we were in the low 20s when we stopped recording.
Levels,
And
yeah.
we figured, right, and we figured that, this content, well, we learned very, very quickly that this content, an awful lot of it is end game content.
Oh,
And so
man.
we made the
Yeah.
decision, right, we made the decision to go right up to the border of end game players. So we're missing a lot of, our main characters have a lot more perk cards and a lot more fun stuff that they can use. So these guys are still going to be struggling.
Oh,
But
yeah.
at least we are not going to be, yeah, but we're not going to be blocked from doing anything.
Right. Right. I mean, so in case you guys haven't played, I know some people who watch the Let's Play actually don't play Fallout 76. So if you don't know, the new Wastelanders stuff, actually, some of it has level restrictions up to level 40, where you can't even do the quest unless you're level 40. And
Right.
almost all of the main quests, the main story quests for the new DLC, are in high level areas. Like, well, a lot of it is in the Savage Divide, and some of it is in the Mire. And you're going to a lot of really, really high level places that Karen and John have never even tried to go because, well, we knew we would just be murdered if we went there.
Right.
That's such a low level. So like these are areas that you don't really want to go into unless you're at least level 50. And
Right.
so we decided in order to actually do the story, we have to be at least level 50. So we spent a ton of time just like I think there was a double XP weekend that got extended. It was like
Right.
a whole, like almost a whole week of double XP. And we just got on every day and leveled our characters during this double XP weekend. And we, took level boosting, XP boosting stuff like, sleeping in the bed and eating cranberry relish and stuff like that. So we leveled really fast.
Right.
Like,
Right. We did a lot of it on teams too.
yeah, and using Karen has I leveled Karen's charisma so that she can pass some charisma checks, and that also allowed me to get the inspirational perk cards, and I maxed that out so that my team would get was it 15% extra XP, I think, with a maxed
Right.
Inspirational card. So we leveled up really quickly. I mean, over the course of about 1 or 2 weeks, we leveled our characters all the way to level 50, or just over level 50. So, so we've been doing that. That was one of the things that we needed to prepare. And there's also some story-related technical stuff that we had to work and test on that I don't really want to tell you guys about because it will give away some spoilers for the story. But there's been other things that we've had to test and do a lot of, so just like pre-production video tests, and I don't know. We haven't been idle. We've been working on it this whole time. So just know that we are working on it. It's eventually going to come out. We just don't know exactly when. We're getting really close to being ready to record. I've got, like I said, 7 episodes written. We could technically, I think we're just about ready to record right now to start recording. And I
think so.
Yeah, all that's standing in our way right now is scheduling conflicts with everybody.
Right.
It's difficult.
Right.
Everybody's got different work schedules, different time zones. The schedule that we had last year isn't probably going to work as well as it did then. And so we're trying to work out something new, and it's hard, and some people's jobs are a little bit fluctuating with hours and stuff like that. So it's not, I don't know if our meeting schedule is going to be as reliable this year as it was last year. So we're just kind of trying to work through those issues. And once we have worked through those issues, then we're definitely going to start recording as soon as we can. And let me see, if we're lucky, we can record 2 episodes in a day. once a week.
Right.
That's like if we're lucky. We can record 2 episodes a week. And I would probably like to get a backlog of at least 4 or 5 episodes before I start airing them on the channel. So once we start recording, it will be a couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before an episode is actually on the channel. So
right. So kind of August, early August, probably.
Yeah. Although, don't, that's not like a for sure thing. That's just sort of a guesstimation.
Yes, send all your hate comments to me. So.
Yes. It's like, hey, I didn't say that. That was Dink that said that.
That's right.
So.
That's right. I'll take the hate mail.
So, you guys, there you go. Possibly August. If we're lucky. Of course, if it ends up being sooner than that, you will know about it. I'm going to keep you updated as things develop. Like once I know for sure we're recording, I'll announce it in the on my Discord server. If you would like to join that, if you haven't joined yet, you can join my Discord server. The link's down below. I keep you guys all updated on there, but I also will probably post it in the community tab on YouTube as well. So if you have notifications turned on for my channel, you'll get notified if I post in the community tab. So make sure you hit that little bell icon on my channel so you get notifications. So I will keep you guys updated on anything that progresses with it, and I think that's about all we can say on the matter. It is in progress, and it is getting really close to actual production. We're almost done with pre-production.
Yep.
So, anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think that's it. I think we covered it. There's plenty of stuff I want to talk about, right? But I'd rather have people see it instead of us talk about it. So no, I'm done.
Okay. Yes, we don't want to give away spoilers because we do have. I'm kind of excited about the storyline that we're writing and how it's going to go in the character development that we're working on, and I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, yeah, we're just gonna wait. You guys will just have to wait and see. This is gonna be fun.
Alrighty. Yep.
So I have been getting just as many comments from people asking where the Fallout 4 roleplay is, because I put that one on a break. I don't know, it's been probably 2 months now, and I was only going to plan on being on a break of that one for about a month. I was getting overwhelmed because that show was just so time consuming to produce, and I was also so busy trying to get Fallout 76 up off the ground that I just was stretched really thin, and it was starting to interfere with my personal life. I was working more than I should be, and so I just finally had to put a stop to that. I was like, I'm never going to get Fallout 76 off the ground if I don't just take a break from Fallout 4 for a little while. And I thought it would only be about a month, and I would, record some episodes and start making a backlog for those. But it didn't work out that way. So, to tell you guys the truth, I haven't recorded a single Fallout 4 episode during my break like I hoped I would. And of course, the break is already twice as long as I said it would be. And I've decided that the break is just going to be as long as it needs to be. I don't know how long that will be. Probably once Fallout 76 is off the ground, I will be able to focus more on it. Also, I had I was ending a series. I ended Red Dead Redemption 2, and then practically right after that ended, I was starting up a new one, The Last of Us Part 2, which the first episode just aired yesterday as of the recording of this video. And
yeah, that's going to be really confusing for some folks, but yeah.
I don't know when I'm actually putting this up on the channel, but it's this video. But anyway, the Red Dead Redemption 2 series just started, and I had to, in order to avoid story spoilers for that game, I am recording about 3 episodes a day. And I don't usually do that. I usually only record once a week for each of my series, and that's fine. It takes me a long time to finish the game, and that's fine. I don't usually care about spoilers, but for this game, I really, really don't want to be spoiled. So I've just been playing it as fast as I can. I've been recording the episodes as fast as I can, and I have a huge backlog. I have 11 episodes recorded so far as of this video. And I'm not going to stop until it's done. Then I can participate in discussions, and I can actually go on Twitter again. I had to quit Twitter because of the amount of spoilers that were actually showing up on my feed. Constant spoilers. And I was like, no. So I just quit Twitter. Yep. And I can't do that. I have to be able to interact with my community, you know, and not to mention Twitter is where I get most of my gaming news and stuff like that. I need to be on Twitter. And so that's why I made the decision to just push through and record this game as fast as I can. And so that's taking up a lot of my time. Obviously.
How far do you think you're in the story arc? Do you have any sense for how many more episodes there's going to be?
Well, they say that the game is about 25 to 30 hours long, and I am about I'm about 12 hours in right now.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that I can get it finished within the next week or so.
Yeah, all right, so spoiler here for you. I'm probably not going to watch them because I enjoyed that game so much, the first one, so much, and it was so emotional. That I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I'm not looking at any of the media reports on it. And I'll probably, once we get Fallout 76 rolling again, I'll probably go ahead and download it and give it a shot. But sorry to say, I'm not going to be watching your Let's Play for a while.
I figure since it's a new game and a lot of people are going to want to do that, play it for themselves before they watch someone else play it. I figured it's going to have low views for a while.
Yep.
Most of the viewers that I have watching that are people who don't own PS4s, so they can't play it.
Right.
That's okay.
Right. I was actually happy to hear that it was going to be a PS4 game. For a while there, when it first got delayed, I was afraid that it was going to end up being next gen.
Oh, yeah. No, I think they always intended it.
You didn't think so?
No, they always intended it
I think they...
last is going to be... That's what happened with The Last of Us, the first game. It was the console ending. It was a generation ending game. It was like...
Right.
PS3 went out with a bang with the first Last of Us, and now PS4 is supposed to go out with a bang with the second one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I can't wait. The first one was awesome.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying the second one. It's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty emotional, but I mean that's what I liked about the first game is it was very emotional. It was very story driven, character driven, and that's what I really loved about it. And the second one is no different. It's a different story, but it's still I'll be
Yeah, it's funny. Your Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn or something like that. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Is what got me to buy a PS4. Right. So I just wonder how many people out there have bought game systems in games just because they watched you play part of it.
I know a few. I know a few who have told me the same thing. Yeah. He's like, I just bought a PS4 because of you.
Yep. That was my story. And unfortunately, I think I've only ever played. I might have only ever played that game on my PS4. It just sits here.
Ah, you mean you haven't played Uncharted?
No, I have not. And you made fun of me last time.
What is the matter with you, Dink? Go buy Uncharted and play it. Gee whiz.
I have a family and a job. All of my gaming time, it seems, goes into Fallout 76.
Oh, and The Division, apparently, because that's what you were playing recently.
That's true. That's my, I forgot what game you told me you were playing for relaxation, but
Dragon Age.
this whole pandemic,
I was.
yeah, this whole pandemic has got me, in a division frame of mind.
Oh,
So,
okay. No, I've been replaying Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition lately. On my two separate PS4s, I have one on each. Anyway.
that's funny. So that's also a PS exclusive?
No. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
I
on.
never played those, and I hear
What?
people talking about it all the time on the Discord, right? But I've
Oh
never
my
played any of
gosh.
them.
You're kidding me.
Nope.
Okay,
This is why Dink is a noob.
your list is getting too long here, Dink. You're not going to ever play these games before you die of old age.
No, I'm not. Because, yeah, that's the other thing. My character's about half the age I am, so.
Anyways, we're getting so off topic.
What's our topic again?
Well, I was talking about.
Did we have a topic?
Yeah, I was talking about
Oh,
why
I know.
Fallout 4 roleplay is still not a thing. So yeah, back to that. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I've been just really busy trying to get Fallout 76 off the ground, trying to get the new Last of Us off the ground. That's what got us off topic. We started talking about that.
Right.
So I decided, since Fallout 76 went on a break first, it's been gone longer than the Fallout 4 roleplay, it deserves to come back first. And
okay.
So once Fallout 76 is off the ground and episodes are out on the channel, then I'll start focusing on Fallout 4 again. I have been working on Fallout 4 a little bit, getting it ready for Season 2. I think I'm going to pass a little bit of time, not a lot of time, just like a week in the story.
Right.
And so I wanted to sort of do some improvements to Sanctuary, make it look like people have lived there for a little longer, have, some things in progress, a little further in progress. Yep. And I also am trying to figure out where I want to take the story from there. And that requires a lot of thought life that I don't really have right now. I haven't been able to just sit down and think about where I want the story to go. And so, because I'm too busy trying to think of where I want Fallout 76's story to go. And so I just have to choose one over the other. And since Fallout 76 has been on a break longer, I think I just want to get that one off the ground first. So.
Okay.
That is what I'm planning. So I'm not sure when exactly Fallout 4 is coming back, but it will definitely be after Fallout 76 is back. So, probably, after August is when I'll start working on Fallout 4 again. And then after, and I don't know how long it'll take before I'm ready to start publishing videos for that again, once I start working on it again. So it might be closer to September before Fallout 4 is back. And that's just a guess because, life happens and you can't always predict these things. But that's kind of my goal, is maybe September. I know that's a long way out.
Right.
People are probably not happy to hear that, but I'm only one person. I don't have a team editing my videos for me. I don't have writers helping me with it. It's all me. Plus I have a family and other work that I'm doing that has nothing to do with my channel. Real life stuff.
Right.
And other videos to do. I'm also trying to, you guys have probably noticed I've been publishing a lot more Fallout 76 tips and tricks and camp tours and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get that kind of content back as well, because I took a break from that for quite a while. And I wanted to start bringing it back, and I started getting inspiration again, which is like amazing because I'd been so burned out on 76. That's why I haven't done any build videos in a while, is because I just lost inspiration. I got completely burned out. I had done over 20 builds on my channel in Fallout 76. And I was running out of ideas. I was just running out of ideas, and everything I was thinking up just sounded bleh, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound interesting, I couldn't think of anything else, and so I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to take a break. There is no reason to pull my hair out over this. and start hating it and dreading it. And because I
Right.
never want to go there. I never want to get to the point where I dread working on my channel, because that just defeats the whole point of the channel in the first place. I started it so that I could have fun. And if I'm not having fun, then it's just not even worth it to me.
Right.
So, so I took a break from build videos and tips and tricks videos in 76. But now I'm starting to get inspired again, and it's really exciting. And so I'm starting to make videos for that again. And I'm going to have some new ones coming out really soon. I just recorded one yesterday. I'm not sure exactly when it's coming out. Maybe, I don't know if it's already out. It might be. I'm not sure when I'm publishing this video in relation to that one. But anyways, more are coming out soon. So stay tuned.
All right.
And I'm also going to have some more ARC videos. I've been doing a couple. I did a build video for ARC recently. We're still doing ARC. I'm not sure if that's going to stop anytime soon or not. We'll have to wait and see on ARC, because once we start recording 76, that might start using up mine and Dink's recording times. And so we might have to
Right.
stop ARC.
But the
Or
ARC is so easy for us to record because we're
is.
just messing around.
Right.
So, we'll just have to see how it goes.
Right.
As long as it's not a distraction from the stuff that is more desirable on your channel, there's no reason that we couldn't get together for an hour or two every other week or so just to keep that one going. As long as people are, it doesn't have the viewership that the Fallout stuff does, right?
No. Oh no. Nothing non-Fallout ever does, though. That's typical.
Right. But there are a few people on the Discord that seem to really like it. I mean, all right, so it's like becoming a phrase on the Discord to dink things up. And you're just going to have to tune into the ARC Let's Play to see exactly how messed up that is.
Yes, everybody's like,
yeah,
I pulled a dink the other day, and everybody knows
Right.
exactly what that means.
So, so that's so much fun and it's so easy to do that we could probably keep that one going for a while.
Yes.
But it is a low viewership part of the channel. So eventually, Last of Us and Fallout 76 will probably squeeze it out.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't think The Last of Us is going to get very many views either, just because
You don't think so?
Well, just because so many people don't want to watch someone else play it before they've played it. I mean, it might eventually get a lot of views over time, but right away it's not going to get very many.
Are you doing it as a role play, or are you doing it as a commentary let's play thingy?
Oh, it's a commentary thing. I don't like to role play blindly.
Yep.
And it's also not a role-playing
Yep.
game. It's a story-driven, character-driven sort of adventure game.
It's a story-driven game.
Yeah.
Right.
So I wouldn't be able to role-play that one.
Okay.
But
Okay. Cool.
So that's about it. So to sum up, currently on the channel I've got ARC, The Last of Us Part 2, and various tips and tricks videos and camp tours in Fallout 76. That is currently what's going on, with the occasional ARC build a video. I'm also planning on having an ARC base tour coming out soon, I think. My private base.
Okay.
I've had people ask me if I can
Nice.
show it off, because I keep mentioning it in the Let's Play of ARC, right? And some people have I want to see this base you keep mentioning. Can you do a tour of it? And so I was like, oh, sure, I could do that, sure. So I'm probably going to have that out soon. Not sure when, but it'll be soon. And so that's currently what's going on my channel, with Fallout 76 roleplay possibly coming in around August-ish, and then Fallout 4 roleplay possibly coming out around September-ish. Subject to change,
Sounds
of
good.
course. Alrighty, you guys. So hopefully that answered all of your questions. And of course, if you have any more questions that we didn't talk about today, ask them down in the comments and I'll answer them down there. So.
Yep. Can't wait to get started. So
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yep. Yeah, I understand why people keep asking us, because there are just so many more storytelling opportunities. So stay
Yeah.
tuned. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. It is. All right, well, I think
Yep.
that about does it for this video. Yes?
Sounds good. Yep.
All right, you guys. Yeah, well, it's been 40 minutes, so it better be good enough because it's starting to get kind of long.
Yeah, we were chit-chatting a little too much, but oh well.
All right, you guys. Well, I will see you in the next video, whatever that ends up being. And until then, remember, as always, play safe, play nice, and have fun. Bye, guys.
Take care.